Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We're the odds couple. It's week 6 in college football. We're talking with Jeff from BMOCWins.com, and the game we're going to talk about now, Washington, Oregon. We'll see if Jeff from BMOCWins.com agrees with Mike Brenner's take on this game, because Mike Brenner has already gone official in our Monday opening lines show. He was all over Washington, right, Mike Brenner?
Yes, first half in the game.
And you're still liking it. And the only concern is that Washington has had one road game this year. They were a 16-point favorite at Arizona, and it went to overtime. So I don't know. Maybe they're overvalued on the road. What do you, then again, Oregon.
This is Oregon, and I'm telling you, what tells me everything about this was the fact that that coach in that one game tried 3 or 4 two-point conversions when they were all failing. This tells me the mentality. This is a coach that's leaning on the past coach, all right, and his ways, instead of creating his own path to having a successful team and selling his team a plan that they buy into and they produce. He was resting on the laurels of Phil Knight's money and Chip Kelly's mind. This guy's in the wrong position. He'll be gone soon. There's absolutely no defense there, but more importantly, there's no mojo, there's no confidence, and there's no leader on that team to say, damn it, we're turning it around. All right, Washington realizes what happened on the road. They don't want to go into that danger zone. They now know they are a top 5 team, and if they press and put the pedal to the metal and get the style points that they need, all right, this road victory is going to go huge, huge in the polls this week. So guess what, guys? This is a Brenner no-brainer for me.
All right, Jeff from BMOCWins.com. The first time Washington went on the road, they couldn't cover as a double-digit favorite. Can they get a double-digit road win this week against Oregon? What do you think?
You know, guys, this is a tough game side-wise. I'm actually going to go total here, but Mike, to your point, I wonder. I'm just going to play devil's advocate real quick, guys. I wonder how good Washington really is. I mean, because Stanford last week had a ton of injuries in their secondary, had no fullback, their top wide receiver was out. And before that, I mean, they struggled with Arizona and beat Idaho, Rutgers, and Portland State.
And Jeff, I'm not trying to cut you off, and you're exactly right, but guess what? Stanford is still Stanford, and the recruiting is Stanford is so deep that a second string could be easily as good as a first string for a Washington. Bottom line, they grabbed that momentum, and they pounded that team, and they never took the foot off the pedal, off the metal. They never did. This team is gaining confidence, and Chris Peterson is the reason they're going to beat the shit out of Oregon.
And they also have the fact that Oregon's won 10 of 13 against Washington. So Washington's ready for the guard to change here in the Pac-12. They're the best team in the Pac-12. We can all agree with that.
Yeah.
I just wonder, are these kids going to want to maybe – look, Helfrich knows he's on his way out. He needs to do something here. But I don't know that this defense is good enough. I mean, now you're going to face a team in Washington who's scored more than 35 in every game this year, 40 in all but one of their games this year. And this Oregon defense has given up 92 points in the last 2 games. Yeah. I mean, really.
I mean, Big Man, with all due respect, you could probably take a punt and run it 80 yards back on this team. This defense does not exist.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And that's why I like the over in this game. You look at Oregon, they're going to score points as well. One thing I've noticed, Washington does struggle a little bit with mobile quarterbacks. I think Pruckup will be able to score. And at the end of the day, Washington State last week, they still scored, 35 points. I think this is like a really high-scoring game, 51-34, something like that. I just wonder how Washington fare against an offense like this, because they have not faced an offense like this at all in any of their games. There should be a lot of points scored in this game, I think.
Yeah, now this is a different Washington team from last year, of course, but we do remember that last year, and the game was in Washington though, but it was a very low-scoring game. Washington imposed their style of play, their will on Oregon, and that game went way under. Obviously, this is in Oregon, so that's different, and it's a more dynamic Washington team offensively, but what's your take on that?
Well, I don't believe Vernon Adams played in the game, Oregon's quarterback at the time. But, it's hard to think that this Oregon team's just going to turn it around defensively. We know they're going to – they should be good for 25 at least in this game. And I think Washington has 45-plus written all over it. I would probably lean Washington at the end of the day. But I think Oregon is a desperate team right now. And when was the last time, guys, you've seen Oregon as a home dog of 8-9 points? Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, and there's a reason for it. And you know what? We're wondering if Washington is real. This game is not going to be a measuring stick for it. I'm telling you, this Oregon team is really realizing that they were running off of an old administration. Bottom line, Phil Knight's getting older. I'm telling you, this team's in trouble. It's going to take a house cleaning to turn it back around.
Mike, quick point, though. You have to agree, though, their offense is good. I mean, they score points. They don't have an issue scoring. It's just their defense is bad, but they're still going to score them. Like, they should be in this game, I feel
Well,
like.
and you know what? On paper, they should. And because of recruiting, they should. But big man, coaching is everything. This guy lost his team. He lost his locker room last game. When that happens, I believe the leaders of that offense that make it happen, I think they're starting to have doubt in their minds. And when you're facing a team that says, holy shit, are we this good? We might be. I don't know. I got to just go the other way. I see this 10 points or more. I see this a blowout.
Sometimes you got to just go with the fact that you can't back Oregon right now. That's just the truth of the matter. I'm going to look over 68, I think the total is.
Well, actually, that line has gone up a little bit as well. It's also uncertain market wide. It's 69, 69.5, or 70 market
I'm
wide.
off on the lines, Peter Loshak.
I'm sorry?
The lines are. I guess you must have bet the line and it went up.
No, not certainly not. My $5 bet doesn't change anything.
Five.
But
You better add a couple zeros
69
to that.
is the lowest number we can give you right now. Is that okay?
Totals Loshak. What do you think about that? Your
It's
total.
yeah. Well, look, I look at this game.
On
And I'm,
totals. They come through.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what I think about this one because I mean, last year, again, it was a very low-scoring game, and last year's game, I remember, I loved the under on that one, and I nailed that one. Obviously, a different situation. I'm still feeling my way out about it. Yeah, I agree with you that Washington's offense is more dynamic. Oregon's defense, everything you said is true, and Oregon has the skill players to put up points against anyone, even with Prukop or anyone at quarterback. So I would, as of right now, I would tend to agree with you, but I'm still sort of trying to figure out what I think about it.
I got to throw this in real quick because
ahead.
I know I'm learning totals, all right? And I'm a sponge. I want to learn everything about this industry as I can, and I want to find some other strengths, all right? And just hearing you guys break it down and thinking about what happened last year, all right, Evanescence has a word in one of their songs that says, I'm going under. I like the under in this one, baby.
Really? You do?
Yeah.
Why? Because you think
Because I honestly think Washington is going to shut this team down. I don't see them score more than 21 points. I don't see it.
Are you going to go
Mike,
official with
listen,
it?
Mike.
Yeah.
I got a side bet on that for you. No shot. No shot they score under 21 points.
Yeah, well, hey, they might score a little over, but guess what? The game's going under. I like it going under, so we'll do a side bet on that, and we'll handle that off camera, big man.
right.
I can't wait.
Lively debate, but for the official record keeping, Jeff is going under. Sorry, Jeff is
No,
going over.
not official yet, Pistol,
you're
but
just
I still like it.
You're
I'm
just
learning
taking
this stuff.
Washington on
Yeah.
the side. Jeff from BMOCWins.com. Awesome analysis as always. Thanks so much.
Evanescence song's a great song, by the way.
Thanks, guys.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.